What's going on, everybody? It's ShamefulPenguin here, back with another video. Today we're going to continue with Act 3. We are just making our way around, and yeah, build's going pretty smooth. I did take a break, if you noticed. And we do get brand recall from Act 2 if we warrant a shadow, which I find interesting. I did not give it to myself. I don't think. I'll check. I think I did. I forget if I did that right before I got off the last time. Brand recall is not really like the most important thing, but it does make leveling a lot smoother. So it's pretty cool if you manage to do that. So what we're gonna do, other than going into town, because we spawned in our town right now, is we're taking this long road right here, and we're gonna go right. We're not gonna go in here and talk to anyone, even though they have explanation points. We don't need to talk to anyone to complete any of our quests. If you really need to sell stuff or pick stuff up, like my inventory is kind of full, so I could have went back and it wouldn't have been the worst, but I didn't go back because I think it's faster to just hoard stuff for a little bit. So we're moving along. Do have a passive point I can spend real quick. So we're just making our way straight across. So I'm gonna grab this and then continue going until we get Rune Binder. I think is the best way. Unfortunately, there's a lot of travel nodes, so if you are struggling with DPS for whatever reason, you can spec some of the DPS nodes or life nodes that we are skipping. I might actually spec into some of the life nodes. I'm undecided about that, because specking into the life nodes early is really helpful, so you just don't die, obviously. Especially if you're hardcore. If you're playing this build for hardcore for whatever reason, you're assassin, you usually don't play hardcore assassin. It's pretty uncommon in my opinion. But if you are, spec life nodes. They're your best friend. So we explode chests pretty well. And we are 24 and a 24, so we're doing good. We have 21 portals, so we don't need to pick every single one up. But yeah, I do want that Arcane Surge, or not Arcane Surge, that brand recall. Was I calling it Arcane Surge this whole time? Man, I'm a loser. Headed straight across, pretty easy. So leveling this build, I do have to admit, if you're probably on League Start, I would go Hierophant if you want to do Stormbrand. It's a lot safer, more survivability, just for like early, easier to gear. When you choose to go Assassin, you are like investing in, I want to get a lot of speedy things, Call of the Brotherhood, power, Eldritch Battery, or not Eldritch Battery, Void Batteries. Excuse me. Man, lots of allergies today. It's been warm out lately, so season changing, kind of expected. If you are like very squishy, or you don't have like a double movement thing like I'm doing. So actually, Crematorium Act 3, so that's the top left one, and I'm not gonna die there. So we got 2 more Trials of Ascendancy in this area. I just want to say that before I forget to say it. But yeah, so if you have good fire resistance, or you're like really quick and have 2 jump skills like me, you can just jump across those little hot parts pretty seamlessly. But it's never bad taking it slow, honestly. So this fight's a little difficult. So we're gonna grab this. This fight's only slightly difficult because PD, we only have to deal half health to her. We only have to deal half health to her, which is the good thing. Bad thing is she does a lot of damage. But we're pretty good at this build right now. We have a lot of DPS, not much survivability, but we're managing. So we got this bracelet, we can portal out, and we can finally go back to town and vendor everything. So you're going to want to talk to Clarissa. She's going to give you the keys. And you don't get any really rewards. Do you actually? No, you do. I was wrong. We can get Wrath. Wrath is pretty good. You basically get auras and curses. But we'll take Wrath. I'll put it in for now. I don't know how it's gonna feel necessarily. I might feel like we don't have enough mana, and if that's the case, I'm gonna ID this before I sell it. If that's the case, yeah, we're going to figure it out. So that's a giant, so we don't need that. You can do 3 of these for a giant. Anything else, we can sell that because we don't need it. We have a lot of rings. Yeah, we don't really need to have an abundance of rings anymore. There's no purpose. We can save an extra topaz, so we won't like get rid of this one right away, so we can do the vendor trick that I showed you guys earlier. So we're gonna do that. We'll put another quicksilver until we pick up something else, like a utility. Oh, I'm not using that. Habit there, sorry. I'm not using my stash. Spectral throws here for whatever reason. Actually, I'll put this in here so we don't have to stare at it. Alright, and we're looking for, so we can upgrade a lot of our pieces. Our wands are like semi okay. Oh, I can alt 16 in. That's not good, but it's better than nothing. So you're gonna go back the way you went, but this time you're gonna go into that sewer, and we accidentally found that sewer. It was up here. It'll show up on your map with an exclamation point. And now that we have the keys, we can open it. And since we can open it, we're gonna be looking for 3 busts. There's gonna be 1 before the waypoint, and there's gonna be 2 after it. So we're just gonna check any little corner, just in case. I'm gonna try to turn on Wrath. See how mana feels. It's Stormbrand, so it's probably gonna be okay. But if you are playing something like Arc, where you have to continuously cast to do maximum DPS, Arc might be, or using Wrath and Herald of Thunder might be a little too much. Overall, using Wrath is better than using Herald of Thunder for your DPS, so you can opt for that. So we got our second one right over here. And our third one will either be over here or continue down the way. So I like to go as if it's worst case scenario first. There's an ultimatum here. Alright, it's straight up over there, so that's good. Good thing I wasn't down here. Sash. We got our 3 busts. So those 3 busts are necessary for what we're doing. Do I have any chance orbs still? I want to make sure I get a chance orb. I believe brand recall will cost a chance orb when we purchase it from the library, so you want to pay attention to that. The library is up here when we get into Act 3, and it's going to be a pretty useful thing to actually get it now for us, so we can get brand recall and we can get other, like, this is where you would normally, if you aren't trading, you would get Stormbrand for the first time for Shadow. We'll pick that up. It's a cow orb. But yeah, library is pretty important. You can skip it because it doesn't give you a passive point. And the rule I set earlier is if it doesn't give you a passive point, there's no, it's a waste of your time. But in this case, it gives us access to gems we can't usually get until Act 6. So Sometimes it's really worth to get, sometimes it's not so much. Right now it's in that in-between area, but I'm still going to do it just for you guys. So we're going to get our second trial over here. This is one I feel like most people forget about, because it's kind of out of the way. You go into this little area, the catacombs. And now the catacombs is, you go on, I believe there's 2 levels to it. I always forget. I might be thinking of Fell Shrine runes other than catacombs. But in this zone, you can find the trial. So you just want to stay up here. Look for the book. We found the book. And there's nothing else here for us to do other than the trial. So once you do the trial, you dip. Oh, I found the book, but it was a Jabata book. That's some good currency, chromatics. Still want some chance orbs. So I believe I spent them before. So this one's taking us on a path. I might have gone the wrong way in the beginning. That is totally possible. Some blue monsters will kill. Good XPs. There it is. There's another book. That has to be it. Yup. So this one's just the saw thingies. You can actually skip to here and then skip over that. Pretty simple. This one's a lot more saws. I like to skip across here and you're done. So that's the second one. We got one more until our first trial. It's in the Imperial Gardens. So it's like when you go to the library, except for it's usually above it. So we can turn in one thing to Hargon, and we'll do it just because we're here. We have 2 points now, so I'm gonna cooldown, recovery rate, or duration. I don't really care about recovery rate unless that affects attack speed. I don't believe it does. I haven't done like endgame build calculation or anything on this yet, on this build. I kind of just put something together. You don't need to pick up this ornate chest. It doesn't get you anything, so don't worry about it. I believe it gets you, I don't know, I believe it gets you something that you need to like keep in your inventory. So I just ignore it just in case. It looks like the correct way is going bottom. So I did see top corner and I didn't see an arrow out over here, which would be too close to catacombs. Anyways. So there's the way out. Pretty easy. Oh, actually, I believe library is pretty important for us because we do get Swift Brand support. And Swift Brand is when we're going to pop off with the... Well, Rune Binder is when we pop off, but Swift Brand is when we, like, extra pop off. So that'll be pretty cool. So we're getting levels. We're 27. We are now on par with the zone. Pretty cool. We are on Star Wars Battlefront. Excuse my sniffling. I need to take allergy medicine. I might do that when I get to hideout next or town next. So you want to head southwards. So you can follow the middle way forward, but you want to make sure you grab this waypoint because we will be utilizing it because this area does split off. Because we're going to follow this bottom path. You want to make sure you don't hop over because we're going to head it straight into the docks. Now the docks, there is a waypoint. You don't need to grab it here, but if you find it, might as well. And talking to Fairgraves does not help you. That's not the mission. What we need to do is grab the bottle thingy. I always mispronounce it. It's like the thermal something something. I played this game for so long and I like don't pay attention enough still. Oh, might die. So this area is a little rippy. I would put this on my top 10 rip zones. Or rippy zones. I don't think I've ever died here in hardcore, but I've always been cautious here in hardcore. I have died here in softcore though, for sure, because there's a lot of freezing pulse, freezing enemies. These dogs like to shotgun, and when there's multiple of them together, big damage. So not here, Vault side area, we can skip that. Vault side areas you can do, if it's early in the league it is worth, so you can get those Vault gems. We're on only a 27 area, so even if it gets corrupted into a 6 link, I don't think it'll be a 6 link. I could be wrong, but I do think it needs the item level needs to be like 47 or something like that to be a 6 link. But those Vault side areas are good to run because they can be 6 link stuff. And that's a free Divine Orb early league. It could be a couple chaos or like a couple dozen chaos. Pretty good stuff. So we didn't need to head back, but we did portal so we can get back to the battlefront. Alright, excuse me, did take my allergy stuff, so hopefully I stop sniffing in your guys' ears. It was weird, I didn't start getting all stuffy right, but like right as I decided to record, it's like, hey, you want to breathe? Or we're gonna make it difficult. It's pretty good, leveling up. So we're on par with the zone still, because this next zone is gonna be 28. Oh no, it's still 27, so we're over the zone now. That's fine. We're gonna grab Cruel Preparation for sure. We are grabbing life on the way, because I don't want to die. But also, 5 all-res, actually pretty good. It's not the worst idea if you are playing a different build. Archery doesn't really favor grabbing like resistance nodes anywhere. There's some over here, there's some down here, some on the Hierophant side, like over here. On the Ranger side, there's a few like right here and over here. So our build doesn't really pass those that well. But for sure, on your passive tree, grabbing resistance early is not a bad idea. Just to make yourself cab, and then unspecking them once you are good. You just have to use a few regret points. That's fine. You do get like 20 something free from doing the story missions. So you can do that. You can spec like 10 points that you don't want to spec. Okay, that's a rogue Exile. He might drop something. Let's see. Let's look at the stuff. So we'll pick up the boots, because could be movement speed, which that one is. That one isn't. Now the problem lies in our linking. So we do want to find a possible helmet that is a 3-link, a body armor that's a 3-link. Well, 4-link would actually be the best case scenario, because I do believe 4 links are a thing now. Definitely they are, because that helmet's a 4-link. So we're looking for a 4-link for sure. Once we do find a 4-link, we are going to be doing a lot more damage. You can spot in Swift Brand and be doing good things. So grab this waypoint here. Then you're going to talk to Dahlia. Grab whatever amulet you want. We'll grab an amulet. I could grab Dex, because I do think we're going to be limited on Dex later on if we use... I don't know. No, maybe not. Roll this, spell damage, armor, res. So this is definitely better, because basically anything was better than that. This Eternal Laboratory you don't go into. There is a crafting recipe, so if it's your first time of the league, you can go running it there for sure. Oh, I went to the wrong area. And then you're going to want to go back into the sewers, because she gave you the Infernal Talc. And once you do that, you can open the butthole. Head on through. Another crafting recipe, I believe, in here. And then Ebony Barracks. So you're going to grab a waypoint here. And then, so this is when you can head straight to like library area. You can, but the monster level is going to skip to, I believe, 31 or 32 or something like that. So it is going to be a little bit harder of an area. If you want to stay on par with the monster level, you do head to the Lunaris temple. We have to kill General Grievous first. He is a mission that we do want to kill. He's right after these stairs. It is pretty difficult to kill. He does a lot of damage, so just be ready. It's good to kill the guards first. He does regen a lot. He is pretty tanky. The biggest thing are when he starts dropping the, yep, there we go. The little meteor shower is his, don't get shotgunned by it. So we're just gonna kite, play safe, stack some mines because there's no more meteor shower. Pretty simple fight. Just don't get shotgunned by that. Now we're missing our mana. This is the only problem we're having now. There we go. Ran out of mana. That was our biggest issue because we're super reserved. So you kill General. I know his name is Gruisius, but I always call him General Grievous because 2 zones ago was the battlefront. So just jokes. Essence, Muttering Essence of Torment. I don't think that's a good one. We'll do it anyways because we do still have our mine set up. And it's pretty free. Which one is this? Oh, it's the lightning damage. Never mind. I always think that's the minion one. Is it Torment? Oh no, I mean not Torment. I forgot what the minion one is called. I haven't used it to craft any minion stuff, so that's why I don't know. So Torment's actually a really good pickup for us because if we do manage to find a new wand with a higher implicit value than our current wands, we can roll it. Still sniffly, pretty annoying. Hopefully I can do that before I record the next video, figure it out so I'm not all stuffy. We are 29 in a 29 now, so pretty cool. Leveling up gems. We're grabbing our Kroll Preparation. We're probably just going to grab the 2 node and not the 3rd node. 3rd node only gives us 5%, whereas if you grab the 6th node over here, it gives you 6%, so grabbing both eventually will be good. Oh my gosh. So this is probably my top 5 rippy areas, and this is out of the story. I'm not even rating like end game fights, and I die, of course. As I was saying, it's top 5. So that's death number 1. Pretty unfortunate. That's why I'm not a hardcore player. We're also playing Shadow Assassin. And I was playing stupid. So I'm going to play a little more defensive and not try to rip. So just don't get shotgunned by those ladies. Pretty insane. I've died here so many times. I think this is the zone I've died to the most out of all the acts. Just because, like, I die here when I'm leveling and I don't, like, care about dying. But then I keep running into the same thing and dying. Like, it's not even... Like, I can kill bosses easier than this zone, I feel like. Because if you know the boss fight, it's super easy. But sometimes this zone really puts you in a pickle. So we just look for the area that goes for a while. Pick up the new flask. Basically at the end we are going to fight the boss very soon. We just need to make it past all the like little caged area now. Oh, I need to go a little bit further before we go back up. Yep, then we go up this way. And kill all these guys. So you can do your movement skills through these cages to make it a little faster. So now we're on par with the level. Oh, what was that? What is that? Oh, it's a Quicksilver. But it's not a low level Quicksilver, so it can roll as something else. So now we're going to fight Piety.
It's been a grand experiment, Chef. Time we saw the results.
She will TP, so do your burst ASAP. Alright, this ice arrow, you can stand behind things and it will block. When she does her fire person, which she did right now, you gotta keep moving.
No idea what's at stake.
Okay, stand behind stuff. I have a brand on her. She's probably gonna TP. There we go. Get some flash charges. Just keep running. Just keep running against this. Her attacks are pretty slow. If you stand still, she will do a lot of damage.
Damn you.
It's a pretty easy fight if you don't just face tank her. Face tanking this boss would be a big rip. You would be worse off than when I tried to face tank all the people. So, nothing here is really that good. I mean, Ball Lightning's cool. I'm going to be leveling for something for later on. And then we can talk to Grigor. He's all the way over here. Give us a book.
Tread carefully.
Learn the book. Roll our jewel. That's pretty bad. Anything else we want to do? Nope. So we're going to keep going. So now we're going to go to the library, and library will be a good area to go. So first you're going to go back to the waypoint, Ebony Barracks, but you're going to head north, and you're going to hug the top wall, and it's going to start to like indent inwards into Imperial Gardens. Imperial Gardens, you'll just follow the path basically. It'll lead you to a waypoint, and then it'll split off. There's 3 things we need to do here. So number 1 is the trial, number 2 is library, and number 3 is the what's it called? Tower of God. That's a show. So I like to go to library first, so I just head straight left this way. It's usually going to be this top path, and then for reference, so we're right here. The trial is going to be up here-ish on the map. So what we're going to do is finish over here. So this area is kind of rippy because it is really easy to get frozen. I might roll my flasks really quick. Any flasks I want. So we'll roll both of these. We didn't get freeze immune on either one. How many alts do I have? I really want to get freeze immune. And then, so we do have that. I don't want to use all my currency. There we go. We got freeze immune. We're good. Freeze immune is really strong here because of all of the freezing pulsars. So we're just going to head up, and we're looking for Ciosa, the homeboy, and the waypoint. But yeah, being freeze immune, really good here. You will die if you're not freeze immune. So we're going to help Ciosa out by finding some of his lost little books. Well, we need to find pages, actually. So we're going to do that by running through, and we're going to be looking for a lever in a room. It's going to be in a smaller room. So kind of just head towards one area and look on all the walls to see if there's a lever. That's basically what you have to do. There's not really an indicator, like an exclamation point. You're gonna have to like run into the rooms to find them. And you may full clear the map. I've done that a few times. Sometimes you will find it like first try, like I've never done. Just kidding. But it's what it feels like. So by the way this map is going, either it's gonna be, if this room goes in, which it doesn't form a room, so it's probably going to be up here. So I'm going to head up that way. So heading straight up this way. So this is going to bring us to more areas. So we're going to look at peek in every room. So just do a quick little peeksy doodle. Usually there'll be like a lever right on that wall, if that's what the wall it chose to be on. It was not, so that's why we did not see it. That is a 4-link. Pretty bad colors, but maybe we can do something about it. There we go. Loose candle. And now that we found the loose candle, we'll go to the archives, and we're going to pick up 4 pages. So there are going to be 4 exclamation points. They're pretty much going to be on opposite sides most of the time. So that's a lot of stuff. Essence of Rage. We'll do it. We have mines. We're cool. There we go. Essence of Rage. We'll grab our first golden page. There's gonna be more this way. So we know the one's up there. So we're just gonna hug this way. So there's 2. So we want to see if we can see the 3rd one, so we don't have to like peek in every corner.
Just need a moment.
The only problem with rushing to that one over there is that you might miss it and have to backtrack all the way back. So I like finding, I could have went in there now that I think about it, but it's probably way up here. Yep. Then we can go and grab the last one because we know exactly where it is. It's a ruby flask. I don't need those. I don't use them. I never really use topaz or ruby flask. So it's quicker to portal other than run all the way back. Either or, whatever you're better with. So we don't need to do anything here. We can sell stuff, but what we're going to do is just go back to the library, turn in the pages to Siosa. I think we get Swift Brand from him. I was wrong. Swift Affliction. Thought we got Swift Brand from him. I guess we don't. So Second Wind is really good. Archmage is really good, but we aren't that build. Charge Mines. This is a lot of good stuff, but we're gonna grab Second Wind for our stuff. So we get Brand of Recall and Swift Brand. So that's one chance. And Brand Recalls and Alteration. Perfect. So we have enough to afford both of them. So Swift Brand and Brand Recall. Brand Recall we can just put anywhere. Fortunately, we're running out of blue links. We can't put this on because of our strength. So I should have grabbed the strength amulet and we wouldn't have this problem. We do want what's the colors we want? Blue, 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 blue. So that's not really going to be as doable there. We don't want any red, so we might ignore that helmet for now. I believe Swift Brand is going to be better than let's check our DPS. So 137, 112, 111. So it's saying it's worse for now, which I find interesting. I don't know how true that is. So this is a little rippy. There's a lot of porcupines here, and we're not so they're all gonna explode with their porcupines. There are ways to get around this. If you freeze them, they don't explode. If you explode them, so either through like bleed explosion, explodey chest, Anything explosion. So that was the last trial. We can do our Trial of Ascendancy now. We are under leveled for the area. It's level 33, 35 for the trial. So I like to do it after I beat this act. Unless I'm feeling really good, then if I felt really strong, I would be doing it. I don't feel uber strong. I would feel really strong if I like dropped one brand and the pack would clear within like 3 seconds. So if we get a 4-link, I'll probably do the trial. Hopefully we find one very soon. So we're gonna head through the locked door, Scepter of God, with our key that we got, and straight through.
Whoever built this was desperately compensating for some.
So we're gonna want to kill a decent amount. We're under the zone, which is ideal if you're like experienced or you're trying to race. You do want to be under the zone, but for us, I like to be on par because I don't want to die. A little rippy. We'll keep clearing. Colossal mana is pretty good. Grab that. Colossal mana will help us. We also get cast speed on the flask, which is really good. Kill those guys. I think it's up there. Because you didn't see it. I would have seen the exclamation point over the wall from there. Yeah. I should start utilizing Orbit Storms a little more. It is pretty strong. It is still on a 3-link with brands. So if we don't get a 3-link or a 4-link really soon, we'll probably end up waiting until we get Rune Binder on our passive tree to do the trial. Because then basically almost essentially doubles our brand DPS. I say that because you can apply 2 brands rather than 1, and yeah, math. I didn't want to say double our DPS because like technically it doesn't help our other skills. And Orbit Storms is picking up some monsters. GCP, pretty cool. This guy's really fast. That's a blue. That has life and stuff, so we're gonna use that. We'll just drop that, who cares. Now we can socket our brand recall and use that. You can use it on left click for sure. This is what some people like to do. Another cool thing about brand recall that some people don't know about is you have all these brands. The second I call them, every single one sparks up and does their damage all at once to like anything nearby, so it chains to them. And that's really good because like it counts as every single brand being attached for that 1 second and does all that damage. And that's why brands used to be one of my favorite skills. So you can actually jump through this little hole. Pretty cool fact. Anything that's broken in terrain, like if you see a wall that looks like mostly destroyed and has like a little U shape in the break of it, usually means you can actually jump through it. It's a really like neat thing that you can utilize in a few maps. We'll pick up portal squirrels because we're not like too abundant on them. Oh, this is a complete dead end. That's unfortunate. So it looks like it connects all the way through topside, so we started the wrong way. You might be able to make it if I go right and around. That is a possibility, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to like waste more time trying to make up a few seconds. I'll just take the L. We also get to fight more enemies this side, so why not? See if when I brand recalled, bam, lots of damage. So like one's attached right there, and I call them all at once, and it just pew. That's where the burst potential from brands come in. And if you make the cooldown of brand recall less through leveling it up, putting a power on it, putting other things on it like second wind, which actually we could try to link second wind to it right there to make it faster, so then you can just like hold on to it, and basically if you have it on left click, you just hold it and it just keeps going. It's pretty cool. So we are fighting the final boss of this act. We did not get a forward link unfortunately yet, so we are kind of behind in my opinion, but we're gonna figure it out. So I did not stack that fight. Bad decision. I could have probably killed them all. Probably gonna get rid of mine soon. Sage Wand, that might be really good. Bronze Scale Boots. What does this one look like? Spell damage, cold, accuracy. Pretty bad. We're not going to use it. Kind of concentrating on this. Wow, that was really bad. I'm sorry. I'm concentrating on this fight. Ooh, I mean, if we were Cyclone or a melee build, that would be really good. Or like Flicker Strike, something really cool. But yeah, man, that was the worst voice crack in my life. I don't want to talk about it. Didn't clear my throat and tried to talk. Big mistake. I swear I'm gonna hit puberty one day. So basically, you need to look out for his flying ghost attack right here. You just kind of like strafe. He summons these guys. If you get too close to him, he will do his slam, his like Shock Nova slam. It will do a lot of damage. But if you stay out of range, he'll just spam the goats. They're ghosts. I call them goats. Don't ask me why. So this fight, you got to stay inside the bubble while it's raining blood. I like to put a portal just in case because he is gonna hit you a lot. But while it's like raining blood out here, you have to stay inside his circle. Why is it? Oh, low mana. See, it's like raining blood right now. Once it stops, you can exit. I like to put my portal here just in case I like take too much damage. See, my flasks are gone. Easy outing. Then you go back in, you get full flasks back. It's like logging out, but easier. You waste a portal, but it's better than logging out, so you don't have to like redo the fight or anything. It's super easy to do.
It's funny, Your Grace. I always thought you'd be
So
tall.
pretty easy act done. That is Act 3. Dahlia will come in. We don't really have to wait for her. We can just go to the aqueduct and call that an episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.